Hello, everyone. We're going to create a motorcycle rig using VRF Plus Pro. Let's get started. First, we'll set up the 3D model to make the rigging process easier. Front fork upper object. Front fork lower object. Front wheel object. Cable object. Body set object. Gear object. Swing arm object. Next, the back wheel object. And finally, the chain set object. The chain set consists of a series of objects arranged along a curve. You can see the chain objects listed in the collection. All the chain objects will be controlled by the evaluation time parameter found in the Curve Data Properties panel. For more details, check out the tutorial video link in the description. Alright, next we'll start creating the meta rig. Press Shift-A, select Build Vehicle Rig, then choose Add Route. Name the meta rig Cyberpunk motorcycle, then press OK to create the root bone. Make sure the root bone is selected and active, and adjust the size X and Y parameters to set the root widget size. Then press the main body button to create the main body bone. Position the main body bone as shown in the video. Go to the Meta Rig Properties panel. Then adjust the parameters as demonstrated. With the main body bone still selected and active, go to the Meta Rig Part panel, press the steering control button, and press OK. Position the steering control bone in front of the front wheel for easy access by the user. Select the main body bone again. We're going to create the front fork wheel bone by pressing the front fork wheel button, then press OK. Position the front fork wheel bone to align with the front fork object. To position the handle bones symmetrically, activate the symmetry parameter at the top of the viewport. Once done, select the front fork wheel bone. Activate the Use Tip Ground Sensor parameter and adjust the tip location. Use Tip Ground Sensor is an optional parameter that makes the suspension react to uneven ground. Next, we'll adjust the rotation axis of the front fork bone. As we can see, this type of front fork has an offset rotation axis, so the axis doesn't align perfectly with the fork itself. Now we'll adjust the Y and Z axis location parameters. We'll also change the value of the control size parameter to make it easier for the user to find. Great! The front fork bone setup is done. Make sure the front fork bone is selected and active, and now let's create the front wheel. Position the front wheel in the desired coordinates. Adjust the wheel widget's thickness using the thickness parameter. Now that the front wheel is done, let's select the main body bone again to create the swing arm bone. Press the swing arm wheel button, select back, and then press OK. Position the swing arm bone as shown in the video. Just like with the front fork wheel, we'll set the use tip ground sensor parameter for the swing arm bone, as shown in the video. Great, the swing arm bone is done. Make sure it's selected and active, then go to the MetaRig part panel, press the wheel button, and press OK. Position the back wheel as needed. Adjust the thickness parameter so the widget matches the back wheel object. And finally, the back wheel is done. Go to the MetaRig part panel and choose the rotation gear button. If you're a beginner, you can enable the Show Help button option to get tips and understand the buttons and parameters. Now let's create the rotation gear bone. Name it Gear Machine, then press OK. Position the rotation gear as needed. Finally, the MetaRig is complete. We'll save the file and create a backup so we can return to it if needed. Now, let's move on to generating the rigging. The rigging is ready. However, the objects might not follow the rig when moved. Before we parent the objects, press the Set Initial Start Position button in the Wheel Tool and Properties panel to reset the wheel rotation back to neutral. Next, we'll activate the Deform collection to show all the bones that can be used as parent targets. Select the bones that will serve as the parent targets for the desired objects. After selecting the parent target bones, go to the Set Bone Parents panel, press the plus button, choose Bone Parent, and press OK. All the selected bones will be added to the list. Next, select each object one by one, activate Display Bone Target, select the corresponding bone target, and press Set Parent, as shown in the video. Now we can try moving the control bones. Oops! The front cable and chain still aren't following the rig. Let's continue by rigging the cable to follow the bones. We'll select the 2 bones needed for the cable object. Press plus, choose Group Binding, and press OK. Rename it Cable Front. Select the cable object, go to Set Bone Parents, and press Set Bind. Looks like it's working well. Next, we'll rig the chain object to follow the rig. Pay attention to these steps, as they require special care. Step 1. Select the rotation gear bone. Go to the VRF Plus Experimental Tools panel, set the type parameter to Gear Driver. In the Wheel Rotation Target parameter, select the C main wheel bone. This means the rotation of the gear will be controlled by the back wheel bone. Now press Create Gear Driver. Try rotating the back wheel control to check if the gear driver is working. Step 1 is done. Step 2. Select the rotation gear bone. Set the type parameter to Spline Evaluate Driver. This will add a driver to evaluation time, allowing the chain object to move along the curve when the rotation gear bone rotates. Then set the curve target parameter to Bike Chain Curve. Press Create Driver. Now, try rotating the rotation gear bone to ensure the Bezier curve driver is working. Step 3. Select the D-swing arm bone and the D-hold gear machine bone. Go to the Set Bone Parents panel. Press plus, choose Group Binding, and press OK. Rename it Hook Curve. Select the Bike Chain Curve object. Press Set Bind, and the Bike Chain Curve object will get a hook modifier. Now, let's try moving the back suspension control. It seems like the hook modifier on the Bike Chain Curve isn't working well, so we'll fix it manually. Select the Bike Chain Curve object and enter Edit Mode. Make sure to select the Bezier points to assign to D-swing arm by pressing Assign. Then select the Bezier points to assign to D-hold gear machine and press Assign. Finally, the rigging process is complete and we can test it out. See you in the next video and happy test drive.
Good.